still got to get my blood drawn and do my labs, which I don't feel like doing. And anyway, at least I have a month's worth. But yeah, so I did the yard, and I feel really good about getting that done because that needed to be done. I'm so busy as a single mom. It's like never enough time to get stuff done. Never. So I'm praying for God to help me with that, because I know everyone gets the same amount of time in each day. We all get 24 hours, and I'm praying for God to help me just be better with my time management with what I have. And because, you know, working 9 hours a day is hard to get everything else done that you want to get done. But there is a way. It's not impossible. So I just got to work on fitting in, like, where I'm going to do my cleaning, where I'm going to, you know, I want to set my schedule so that I can be productive and consistent. Because being consistent has been something that I have struggled with. And I really want to master being consistent and prove to myself that I can do it, you know. So, but yeah, hold on 1 second. All right, but yeah, so I'm going to get my weight loss medicine, and then I'm going to get a couple groceries. Y'all, Sweet Frogs, their original tart flavor, frozen yogurt froyo, has me in a chokehold. It is so good. And I mix it with, before I would just put some of it in there, but now I just do pretty much straight original. It's called original tart. And it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's not too sweet, and it's got like a tart. It's kind of tangy a little bit. But try it if you haven't already, and it's so good. So I put a little like pound cake, piece of cake in the middle, and then I do the marshmallow drizzle on top with a little bit of whipped cream and some waffle cone pieces. And then sometimes I'll put like a couple of those little cheesecake bites in there. Oh my gosh, so good. And then I put graham cracker on top. It's so good. Oh my gosh, you gotta try it. Oh yeah, did I say like a couple of the little Butterfinger crumbs? I put those just a little bit on top, and it gives it such a good flavor. About to get some. All right, I know it's dark, but I'm on my way back home, and I just wanted to talk to y'all for a minute while I'm driving home. So I saw listened to the best testimony. It was a video. It was a 2-hour-long video, y'all, and I listened to every single second and loved every single second of it. Excuse me. This girl had me on the edge of my seat, especially when she was talking about certain parts. She has a book out, and she's absolutely gorgeous, like inside and out. And she has a book out called Worried Warrior, and I'm gonna get it, but I want the audio version because I can't sit down. I don't have time to sit down and read, but I can listen to it. So anyway, she talks about she grew up in the church as a kid, but then when she went through her divorce, she was left as a single mom with two daughters, and she was devastated. So, and then she found out that her husband of 15 years, they had been together 15 years, that he was a narcissist, and she wasn't aware. So anyway, she took like her healing into her own hands instead of waiting on God. She went and started dibbling and dabbling in witchcraft. Well, she didn't, she said they didn't say, of course they're not going to say that it's witchcraft. They disguise it as healing and new age. Well, I don't even know if they say new age, but that's what it basically is. But the crystals, the tarot cards, the readings, all that stuff, you know, she went to a she called herself a spiritual advisor, believe it or not. Like, and then it was just so interesting listening to, because she ended up going into psychosis from what some doors, you know, spiritual doors that she shouldn't have opened, and that she opened, and she damn near almost died and lost her mind. She actually did lose her mind. She had a psychotic break and ended up in the psych ward for 8 days. And it was just crazy. It's a crazy story, and the way she tells it is so good. Like, she's so good at articulating her experience and the way she feels and everything, and it is amazing. So I've heard two really amazing, like, mind-blowing testimonies recently, 2 back to back, and I want to share them with y'all. And I know they're long videos, but if you have the time to sit down and listen, please do, because they really bless me, and I know they'll bless you too. And even, like, no matter how many years we're walking with God, you know, we're learning. We're gonna learn stuff our whole life. Like, we're never gonna, you know, we're always gonna be learning new angles and new perspectives and new experiences and just different ways that God works. Excuse me. And her story is so beautiful, because she thought, like, she was gonna have to live in darkness forever. She thought that she had, you know, gone too far, and that God wasn't gonna welcome her back. And, you know, she said a lot of people, just because this stuff is not talked about much doesn't mean it's not true, and it doesn't happen, and it's not happening to a lot of people. And me, I'm the first one to say, yes, she's right, because I work in psychiatry, in mental health, and I code these charts every single day. I code lots of charts every single day, and I'm seeing firsthand what people are going through, and it's just heartbreaking. And, you know, in the mental health world, they call it schizophrenia, you know, all this different psychosis. But the bottom line is, these people are being tormented by the devil. And these are demonic spirits. When you open yourself up to, you know, the devil can only do what you allow him to do. But if you're allowing him, sometimes he will take advantage of your ignorance or your naiveness or your vulnerability, you know, being in a situation like that, like where you're hurting and you're just looking for the pain to go away. So she was like started looking into how, you know, healing and her healing journey and this and that, and somehow she ended up going down that road and got deeper and deeper into it. But when she describes it, she describes what she was thinking. Oh, a deer in the road. She describes, like, what she was thinking as she was going through her psychosis. So I've never heard it explained like that from someone that's actually going through it, like how it works. And the other girl's testimony, the other lady's testimony that I listened to not long ago, it was like, I learned so much from hers too. And it's just so interesting, like, so interesting. The spiritual world, y'all, is real. And I know a lot of people know that, but for the people that don't, this world, we're among other beings, and they're called it. And what's crazy is, when she was talking, she was telling me they even call themselves the fallen. And it's like, hello, they try to, you know, they take everything from the Bible. The Bible talks about the fallen angels. They got kicked out of heaven. So they went tumbling down with Satan. Well, so they're here. They're here, but they need, apparently, and I'm so interested in that part of it, like them needing a body to inhabit. And I've been watching a lot of deliverances, and I love watching deliverances. Ari used to be like, why are you watching that, Mom? But now I think she gets it. You know, I love watching it because I love people being set free. I love watching people, you know, get out of the darkness. And it's just interesting to me because, you know, if we have an enemy, we need to know like how he operates, and we need to know so that we can know how to stay one step ahead of him. Because he can be conniving, he can be tricky. I mean, he is, you know, and the Bible even warns us that he, you know, is like just waiting on an opportunity for us to slip up. And his main goal is to kill, steal, and destroy. And no one wants to believe that the life we're living, you know, that this is our reality, but it is. Whether you want to try to stay blind to the fact, it doesn't change that it is. And eventually you'll realize that. But it's better to realize it now and start being proactive about it, you know, so that you don't end up somewhere you don't want to be. And God is so amazing. He's just so amazing, and he can be your best friend, and he's our savior. He's our everything. He's like our best friend, and he doesn't need us as a best friend, but somehow he cares about each and every one of us. Excuse me. You know, in our hearts, he's like there. Excuse me, and he will communicate with you if you set the time and make the effort to communicate with him genuinely. And a lot of it comes from reading reading the Word, reading the Bible, seeing what what he says, and how God, you know, feels, thinks, how he wants things. Like, it just makes life make so much more sense when you read the Bible. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that, and it's just so interesting hearing like her experience, and just like the other lady's experience. She got into witchcraft, and I mean, it's so easy for especially these young innocent children, and it breaks my heart to see charts that of people, you know, kids 11 years old, 9 years old, wanting to kid, like, you know, Satan is after our children. We have to stand up and be the ones to stand in the gap, you know, because they don't know better. We do, and it's our responsibility as a parent, whatever you believe in, it's your responsibility to do the research and don't be ignorant, you know, to what's going on around us spiritually. You have to do the digging, do the research, you know, ask God, just ask him, ask Jesus, not the source or the universe. No, ask Jesus Christ, if you are real, please reveal yourself to me. You know, Jesus, if you're real, please make yourself known and like communicate with me, show me, you know, give me a sign, like things like that. I mean, you can say, just ask nicely and genuinely, and if you're genuinely cry out to him, he will answer you, and you will be shocked at how cool he is, how amazing he is, how loving he is, how, I mean, powerful, and just he's there to lift you up. He rewards you for the smallest effort. He cares about your heart. He is just amazing, and I just want that for everyone. I want everyone's eyes to be open if they're not already. I want their eyes to be open and for them to have a relationship with him, because the enemy is, you know, on this earth wreaking havoc, and we have to stand up against the kingdom of darkness. We have to, we must. Like, hello, look at what has happened just in the last few years. I mean, it's crazy, and we have a time, we're being given more time to learn about God and to make that decision, and you want to make it while you have the chance. You don't want to be left behind, and God doesn't want that for anyone. So he's given us opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. Like, what are you waiting for? You know? But anyways, I share that with y'all. Bye. So this steak was about to go bad. I've had it marinating for 3 days. So I'm going to cook it and just see. But that's garlic, minced garlic, butter, and I've had this thing marinating for 3 days. So it's already tender. Ooh, that's gonna be good. It smells delicious. I was gonna throw it out, but it looks like it's fine. So we'll taste it and see. But man, that looks good. Alright, so here it is. I'm making sure I slice them up into little slices to make sure that they're all the way done on the inside. In a restaurant, I'd probably order like medium rare, but with these being out for 3 days in the fridge, going on 4, I'm making sure I'm cooking these bad boys all the way together, all the way through. But I'm about to take them off because they just got cooked all the way through. I've been putting seasonings. This is butter and garlic. Oh my gosh, yum. So I think they're going to be pretty tender, even though I cooked them all the way through. So yeah, with some rice or mashed potatoes. It's going to be good.